is the 7 Fuzz. And this right here, I mean, it's, again, you know, we're talking vintage designs. I didn't go completely crazy with the basic circuitry because I wanted to retain that element that everybody, ooh, the fuzz, or ooh, a boost, or ooh, the, you know, whatever. The big changes that I've done is with, like, the EQ curve. So I'm going to fire this up. We're still on a pretty clean sound. Classic fuzz. It's got all the brat in there that people like. I like to think it's a bit smoother and actually just more vocal, not so aggressive and brutal sounding like your classic Arbiter fuzzes and all of these great vintage pieces that are out there, and the Maestro fuzz and all these crazy pedals that, yeah, they're cool. They never worked for me. Again, you know, if you got those pedals and you love them, that's cool. I never got into them, and I'm not bagging on them at all. I mean, there's people are still using them, right? These are completely designed for what I like to hear, and you know, we're selling a couple of them, so I guess other people kind of like what they sound like too. So hey, who knows? You know, maybe 50 years from now, people are like, hey, it doesn't work for me, but it, you know, it's cool too. Who knows? But you know, real basic fuzz. You can get it to have that chopped up, crunchy sound if you want, depending on how you set the knobs and all that cool stuff. So the last one, the Berserk one, the 7 Dirt, the 7 Monster. We're going to fire this beast up. Really fat, really... very dynamic, and the harder you hit it, the more it gets. The whole design behind it was a bit more of a vintage vibe, I think. But you start to push it even harder. So, really over the top. Very, like I said, it's that a lot of, I hate to say the noise guitarists, but the guys who look to build their songs or their sounds with, you know, really over the top type of effects and distortions. That's really kind of what I was going for with this. And it's a fun pedal. It's a fun pedal. So, that's the 7 Dirt, and it's dirty. So, all right, enough talk. Enough talk of tone. It's time to get high gain. Sorry, I know the limitations. So here's actually what I did. I had my preamp volume 2 on my igniter here is actually my gain control. So all the pedals are turned off, and I'm turning. So what we've got going right there, a very classic 80s or British heavy metal type of rock sound. With the lower pedal note. A little flubby, a little tubby on the low end, which all tube amps are like that. That's part of their charm, is the warmth and the depth and the sag of the tube. When you overdrive it, when you push it, when you hit it harder. That's what all the tube cats dig. Heavy metal guys, I'd like to think, or that I, at least in my heavy metal playing career, don't want that woofy low end, because it's indistinct and undefined for what we need for tight rhythm crunching, for the heavy high speed picking, blast beat picking, intricate lead work. Those things, the low undefined mush gets in our way. So again, I didn't change any of the EQ settings. All I did was turn up the gain. Now the amp, I can floor the gain all the way. We'll put it on 10, and you hear it telling me to be quiet. Very, very mushy, undefined. I'm not, like, I would never be able to survive with that kind of tone. It's not what I need. So we back it off again. And again, we're not doing any EQing going into the board. None of that. Everything is bypassed. It's the microphone into the preamp, into my converter. That's it. Nothing fancy. Again, not trying to trick or fool anybody. So the amp right there, all the settings on all these pedals are exactly the same as they were a couple of minutes ago. So the tone right here.